Prepare for trouble.
And you can make the triple.
To travel around the Kanto region.
To battle online and become the champion. No. This is Scatlink.
Kazu Kazake.
The Space Kitsune.
Team Nerdhub storms off with a thundering roar.
The end is now. We'll be back for more.
Konnichiwa. No.
Goodbye.
Level 45. There we are. I'm on one island. For some reason I thought that was like Carmine. But no, it was Amnesia. No, I was thinking it was Curse, excuse me. My brain immediately went to Curse and I was like, oh shit, this is bad news. No, not that one. Oh my god, 2 perfect IVs? So, Rock Slide. That'll be quite effective. Oh, well, that's not ideal, is it? All time? This is like prime. You couldn't get closer than this. Hi guys, welcome back. Scatlink here. We're off for another bonus episode of PokéMMO Fire Red. Fire Red specifically, because we're in the, well, we're going to be at one island, but we're going to be going as far as 2 island just for encounters, because with me for this bonus episode, I have the man who started this with me at the very start, Kazu.
Hello everyone and welcome.
So, as I said at the end of our Moltres bonus episode, which was catching that in Pokemon Fire Red, going up Mount Ember, and preparing between episodes, we're at the best point to EV train, as well as make, commit capitalism in the finer sense with the GTL, the Global Trade Link. And, first of all, you want to be having at least maybe 15 grand to start off with. If not, we have got a money-making scheme that we can try. So first of all, you can see that my team is a little bit different. I do have Elrina, the female Pikachu, holding a light ball. And look at its IVs. That is my EVs, not IVs, that's the IVs. 20, well, mostly 25 across the board. But you want to primarily get IVs in Special Attack and Speed. And you want it to be under level 28, because if it is level 32, it's going to have Discharge, which you do want, but the price increase is quite high. I mean, you could go catch your own ones in Viridian Forest. This one originated from Hoenn, apparently, but that don't matter. But then obviously you want to invest in a Light Ball.
Yes, you can also catch Pikachus at a slightly higher level at the power plant.
Oh yes, that's not a thing in Fire Red, I don't think, because they're primarily in the Viridian Forest, but you know, because as Pokemon you do have additional options, but you won't be able to do Horde battles in Pokemon Fire Red either, but the places that we're going to should work as well. Just take that with a grain of salt. As you can see with my EVs here on this Pikachu, except for a few points everywhere else, because I brought this one at level 28, so I had to level it up to level 32, so I just fought a bunch of tentacles. I focus mostly on Special Attack and Speed EVs, because, you know, you want to hit fast and you want to hit hard. The moves that I have are, well, primarily Discharge, but Spark was kept just from previous, Light Scream was kept from previous, Swift was kept from previous, but Swift also works because that's an attack, a special attack, so it uses your special attack stat, but obviously Discharge is the main thing. And of course, the last thing you want is a Pokemon that knows Sweet Scent. Catch a low-level Oddish, otherwise you're going to have to spend a couple of heart scales to get Sweet Scent back on it. And for whatever reason, even though it's uncommon, this is what was annoying me the most. I'm glad I already had an Oddish, so I could just, you know, teach it Sweet Scent with a couple of heart scales, but for whatever reason, like in the lower routes, it's considered uncommon in the Pokedex. Here you are, wild locations. So for example, Route 24, excuse me. It's level 12 to level 14, uncommon. I bumped into more Abras, and they're rare. Didn't bump into a single Oddish. And the reason being for that is because I was going to have multiple Pokemon that knew Sweet Scent. Because, I mean, if you can see up here in my hotbar for number 8, I accidentally removed it. How the hell did I manage that? There we are, put it back in. You can see that it's got 20 PP. If I had multiple Pokemon with Sweet Scent in my team, that number would increase, but it's not 5 PP per horde, it's 5 PP per horde per Pokemon in your party, so you can't artificially increase your amount of Sweet Scent PP. You have to use a PP max and only have one Pokemon in your team. So, catching additional Odysseus were a waste, because I did catch a Gloom and did the same thing. So, that's primarily the setup for our Horde fighting, but obviously you need the money. So, shall we head to the Safari Zone in Fuchsia?
Yes, there is a swarm there at the moment, actually.
Oh, really?
It was, at least it was a moment ago, of Nido Queen. Okay, the swarm's gone.
Yeah, I don't have any icon on my map.
Yeah,
Also, I realised if you have the ability to fly, using your town map does the exact same thing.
yep.
So I'm tempted to swap the town map off.
That's why I have the town map on. Let's just use that. Alright, I am...
Oh, yeah. Well... Oh, yeah, because you can't access the map if you don't have the fly TM. So I'll just remove that then. Anyway.
Okay, I am at the entrance building to the Safari Zone.
Yep, press 1. Because, what we are going to do, well, you need at least 500 Poké-Dollars and 1,000 Poké-Dollars for what we want to do. So, if you need a little bit of starting money, just go sell a bunch of stuff, or just fight a couple of trainers. It won't take too long.
The other alternative is catch yourself a Meowth who knows payday.
Yes, but for the best money-making scheme, you want to start off with at least 1,500 in your wallet minimum. So then you have 500, excuse me, to enter the Safari Zone. That gives us 30 Pokeballs of Great Ball level. That's important, because a Great Ball is normally 600 Poké-Dollars for one. And then we just want to go to the water, and... oh, wow. I mean, that's highly convenient, isn't it?
Yep. And you want to fish with the old rod specifically.
You just tossed your rod into the ground. And I bumped into a Nidorino trying to get around.
Bizarre.
There we are. Okay, so... I want to go fishing with the old rod. You know what we're catching.
We're carping.
Yeah, we're carping.
We're going carp fishing.
Carping magic everywhere. Why did I throw some bait? I'm an idiot.
The important thing you want to check is the IVs. Magikarp as a Pokemon sells relatively well because it's in two important egg groups. Let me just check the Pokedex entry again so I can remind myself. Magikarp is in the Water Bee egg group and also in the Dragon egg group. The Dragon one is the important one because it allows you to grind, to like breed stuff like Gible, Axew. I don't think Axew's in PokéMMO yet, but so at the bottom you've got the PvP icon.
Yep.
You want to click Matchmaking Sign Up.
Yep.
And then there's the Statistics tab. You can see like the most common Pokemon per tier.
Oh, here we are. Okay, yeah.
So in Overused, like the first page has got Garchomp and Hydreigon right there.
Yeah, and Garchomp's at the top, and Magikarp's in that same egg group.
Yep, Magikarp shares an egg group with.
There you go. And it's also like evenly used in terms of usage and win percentage. So even though it's overused, it's still quite balanced.
Yeah. So when you catch your Magikarps, you want to check their IVs, and you want to find any 30s or 31s.
Yeah, I mean, about when I was planning on making this video a couple of weeks ago, after, you know, setting up for this video and catching Moltres, you could possibly get away with decently high EVs across the board. This one's actually a pretty balanced one. But because, you know, the market, you really want to specify on 30 or 31s, because 31's the highest and it'll be in green. So I'm not too sure if this Magikarp's good. It's got 19, 23, 28, 25, 11, 26.
You're gonna keep them all anyway.
Yeah.
But so it's worth just keeping an eye on them. I've not found much good so far.
Yeah, and you just want to keep on catching because you've just spent 500 for 30 Great Balls effectively, instead of spending 600 on one Great Ball outside the Safari Zone.
Yeah.
So this is just monetarily worth anyway.
It's a cost-effective method. It's not the most reliable because you're just RNGing Magikarps.
Well, so a more reliable way of getting 31 IVs.
No. Aside from breeding them yourself, which is
yeah, but
another shenanigans of it in of itself.
And the reason why we want to specify catching a bunch of 31s and send them off is because that you can't reuse the same Pokemon in PokéMMO to breed. If you breed, the breeded Pokemon are gone. They are basically the cost, so you can't just grind infinite 31 IV Pokemon.
Yeah, so that's why stuff like catching Magikarps is... the market does go up and down, and generally it can hit quite low. So you won't be making. You can get to a point where you're not making much profit at all. Hey, I got 31 attack IV. I'll take that.
In fact, what I'm going to do right now, well, on YouTube at least, after this video is edited and uploaded, is in the corner of the screen, I'm going to link a video that Kazu linked me, which shows off a newly made website that actually tracks the history of the market in PokéMMO since the website's launch, which I think was back in June.
Yeah, it's
this
an
year.
incredibly useful website. The video itself was made by Petrowski, who's a very, very popular PokéMMO YouTuber, who I yoink a lot of ideas from by watching his content.
And obviously it's a little bit less in the professional sense because he knows exactly what he's doing, but this is still in the Let's Play format. This is a shit Magikarp. Let's just release you.
It's a shit carp.
It's a magic shit.
Wow, this one's ass. Nothing above 20.
Oh god. Release.
I'll do it in my box later.
You landed a Magikarp. It weighs 6 pounds. Do you want to keep it? No, this will not get me the heart piece.
Another 31 attack IV. Let's go.
I haven't had a single 31 yet. Oh, as soon as I say 31 in HP, 0 in special attack.
It doesn't matter, though. You can essentially transfer the stats you want, so it's fine.
Yep, so I'm just going to call this Magikarp 31 HP.
Yeah, I usually put 1x31 space and then what the stat is. Or like later and you get 2x. If you get lucky, you get like a 2x.
Yeah, I'm just going to specify 0 special attack as well, so I'm just aware. There we are.
People aren't going to care about the special attack. They're just
I know, it's just something that I wanted to put in, just to make sure.
Wow, I had a Magikarp run away from me.
On my screen, you're still tossing your rod into the grass.
How do you think I'm catching? I'm like fishing in the trees, my dude.
Magikarp in the trees. That's a lofty goal. I mean, they do splash. They probably bounced up there.
Have you read their Pokédex description? They climb mountains with Splash, my dude.
Yeah, everyone shits on Magikarp, and yet they have worth in this game.
Yeah, Magikarp is... there are Pokemon that are worth a lot more, but Magikarp is a very accessible method, is the important part. Reliable, not so much, especially with, obviously, the more people do it, the more Magikarps there'll be, the more saturated the market will get.
Yeah.
So don't rely on it as it's not a be-all, end-all moneymaker. It's a nice start, essentially.
Yeah, like, if you just need, like, a decent, like, just under $5,000, like, you can chip some decent ones in and people will buy them.
Yeah.
Just saying, though, if you do somehow land a shiny Magikarp, it might actually be worth to sell it now. Mainly because... No, I'm saying this.
No. You don't sell OT shinies unless you've already got one.
I was about to suggest, because I think I remember seeing in the patch notes, for October, they're planning on actually adding Johto through the Soul Silver and Heart Gold ROMs, because that's been a generation that's been missing for quite a while.
There's also an NPC late now that you can trade shinies in for stuff.
Oh yeah, that too, yes.
So there might be value there, but also
people might be willing to pay. That Magikarp actually fled. The feck.
Yeah, it happens.
That's the first Magikarp that swam away from me. I didn't know it had Swift Swim.
Magikarp can have Swift Swim.
Yeah, I know. That was the joke.
If you fancy going to another area, you're more than welcome to. But again, it's like your balls will run out before your steps will.
You want to reword that?
No.
What are you? Oh, well, no. Not even above 20. Go away.
To the bin with you.
I'll just toss the Pokeball back into the water. It's fine. It's like a golf course where everyone's just like struck out and the ball's landing in the water.
Yeah.
And everyone's forgotten to collect them at the end of the day.
Nope.
Bloody hell, I'm not doing very well. I'm just going to make mention right now, I had better luck during the Mole Trace video in PokéMMO walking up to Mount Ember, because that Slugma that I caught had 2 31 IVs.
What? You got a 2x31 Slugma?
Yes.
Nice. I'm getting flashbacks to the Nuzlocke. My boy balls. Alright, I'm on my last Pokeball.
I'm close. Oh my lord, these are shit.
Oh, I actually managed to catch one.
Why is this man just standing menacingly behind me with an Electrifier? Hey! 31 IV. Okay, I've got two Magikarps with 1 IVs maxed out. I just got another one with max special attack IVs. As soon as you offer, I don't need them. I could not walk into the Poké Center for some reason. The door. Hello.
Bruh. Hello.
I don't know what to tell you there.
Bruh size large.
Excuse me. Anyways, right, we're done in the Safari Zone now, so my final ball just missed. Here are some of my Magikarps, so where are you? That's the 31 HP. That's 31 attack. And that's the special attack I just got. So I've got 3 with 1 stat at max IVs. So, what we want to do is put it in our team, because you can't add it to the store unless you have it in your team, which is kind of annoying.
Yes, you can. You can right-click them in the box.
Oh, what? Oh, if you have the PC box open.
Yeah, you can right-click them and sell on add to GTL.
Oh, someone GTL that way? Okay, because normally I go onto the GTL and then try to put a Pokemon in, but it goes to my team. So if I click sell on GTL there... Yeah, because it says create listing, but I can get out of that tab now. What I want to do is right-click one of my Pokemon to go sell on GTL, which I just did. And I also want to get summary, so I can move that window over here. So I can actually see its IVs here.
Yep.
I've got my team, that'll do. Right, so...
You want to go over to Pokemon listings.
Yep. And then we want to type in advanced search. Magikarp.
Yeah, advanced search. No, you don't need to search Magikarp specifically.
I don't?
So the trick is no. You want to put the gender of your Pokemon in.
Right, this one's male.
Set it to egg group dragon. You can also check via egg group water B as well afterwards.
Right.
Then you just want to put the minimum IV of. So, for example, my one's got 31 attack IV.
Yeah.
You put min attack IV up to 31.
Yep, because that's literally all you have. And you don't need to look at any other IVs, because that's the only one we got maxed out for this Pokemon in this case.
Yep. So then you hit search.
Yep.
Set it to lowest price. And you'll see, for example, I've got this 31 attack IV Magikarp. That's worth the minimum's about 4k for a female.
Yeah.
But I've also you also want to check the nature, because it might be beneficial.
Oh,
So
yeah, let me do that right now.
I've got Brave on this one.
Quiet, which is special attack increase on my 0 EIV Magikarp.
Yeah. It's only really worth checking if it's like beneficial. So for this one I've got here, it's not. So
I'm just going to check for HP IV, and that's it.
So
and the lowest one here has gone up 20 minutes ago, and it's a 5 grand.
Yeah, so you want to... I would generally advise undercutting by like 5 Pokéyen.
That's because you played the market and you're at the very top. I'll actually be above this Scraggy at level 20.
Yeah, so I've just put up my Magikarp for 3,995. If he sells, that gives me...
Oh, so you're not doing 4,995?
Well, no, because the one I'm using is 4k is the price.
Okay, so mine's 5, so I'm going to go 4,995.
So you want to do like 4,995, yeah.
Yeah, I think last time I did 450 just in case, but yeah. As you can see, the listing fees are 1,000, so this is what I was talking about, saying if you're going to start doing this, you need at least a minimum of 1,500. 500 to go into the Safari Zone for 30 Great Ball worth, and then 1,000 to actually list a single Magikarp. But then you get just under 5 grand back. So you make like a profit of like just under 3,500.
It varies per Magikarp, obviously. You aren't going to be...
Yeah. So I'm going to click sell on that. There we are. And it has created a new listing. So I can close that. It's now gone out of my PC. You can list multiple Pokemon, but you may not want to do that considering that you'll be playing against yourself at that point.
It's worth doing it's worth listing them anyway.
Well, I mean, if they're massively different in price, because then it's like different points of the whole thing.
It's more so like, for example, I've got one that's 31 special defense.
So we'll do that again. So on the GTL, Pokemon listings, advanced search. This one's female. Change that back to 0. It's attack IV, so we go 31 on that. Search. 3995. These ones are actually lower, and they've only added a minute ago, so you can see that.
Are you?
That's actually your one.
I was going to say that mine.
Kazu UK. Oh, that's amazing.
You're trying to undercut me.
I will not do this one.
I respect. No, I respect it. If you got something to tell, sell it, dude.
No, because it's going to be the same price, so it's like
Yeah,
not going to
but-
happen. I'll go with my special attack one.
I've just searched my one with my male with HP 31, and I've just found your one. So it happens. So I'm gonna put mine up for the same price, so it's next to yours.
This is content you will not get anywhere else.
So at 4,995. So I've already made a profit on the entire trip, pretty much. Yeah, give or take listing fees. I'm now
Right,
like.
let's have a look at you.
Yeah.
Okay, so the kind of Magikarp I've got actually is the other
Oh.
IVs better. Yeah, they are. Okay, so
Two
I'll have to
more-
go quite undercut on that one. So I'll probably have to put this one up for 3,500.
Two more of mine have sold, so now I'm in pure profit. You'll get notifications in the chat box and at the bottom, like and then you collect it from the PC.
Let's have a little look here then. Create a new listing. Don't think I have any. Create a new listing. I haven't had
It'll
any
be-
sold yet.
It'll
That'll
be
take a
in
bit.
your listing if you check that tab. And
Oh,
you
I
can
don't
then
have that
claim-
tab. Hang on.
If your listings. Are you opening the GTL or your box?
Oh, I was in the chat box. Sorry. When you
Oh,
said
no,
tab, I was looking at the chat tabs.
No, you want in the GTL itself.
So click trade. Your listings. Yeah, they're both there.
Yeah, and then when they're sold, you'll be able to claim the money.
Fair enough. Oh, you
Right.
can just claim it from here. You don't need to go to your PC.
Well, no, you need to claim it out of the PC.
Anyway, right. So now that's done, we're now on to part 2 of this, because now it's EV training. Because with that money, you would want to get yourself a decent Pikachu or go catch one yourself, but that will still cost money in terms of Pokeballs. But you also want a Pokemon with Sweet Scent, which if you can't find an Oddish for whatever reason, because I had trouble trying to find spare Oddishes, I had to use Heart Scales. You can farm those with Love Discs, thief them or catch them. Again, money. And then, yeah, you have a Pokemon with Sweet Scent. As you can see, it's on my hotkey number 8.
I'm not sure on this, but you might be able to use pickup Pokemon on Love Discs as well.
True, okay. Right, so first of all, I had a list. These are the best EV spots to have a Pokemon with an experience share. Make sure that your Pikachu is EV trained first, as you can see from my one once again. EVs are mostly in special attack and speed, same with the IVs, they're the highest in those stats. And it is maxed out to my level right now, so it literally won't gain any experience, and it won't gain any EVs. And the Pokemon you're going to train for the EVs is going to have the experience share to get those EVs. Pikachu's going to do all the fighting. These Pokemon are mostly tailor-chosen for Pikachu to fight in order to get easy EVs for your Pokemon, as well as experience, because there'll be hordes with Sweet Scent.
Alrighty, I am outside the first area, which is Celadon City. If you wish to fly over.
I did a lot of
Oh.
research for these EVs, and Kazu kind of narrowed it down for me.
Alright, so this is for health point EVs, and you want to come down here. Oh, my Magikarp
Oh.
sold again. Perfect.
I haven't had any of those notifications yet.
I'm making stunts. So you wanna?
Would it appear in a little box at the bottom?
Yes.
I haven't had those yet.
Yeah. So you want to surf on here and then smack that Sweet Scent button.
I'm not going to
And
be
you get-
fighting these for now because I haven't actually set any of my Pokemon up with these HP IVs. I keep saying IVs instead of EVs. There we are. Horde Grimer. These give 1 HP EV per knockout. So that's a clean 5 right there.
I don't want to accidentally. I'm training up a second Pikachu because it's another way of making money. Selling it. I
Yeah.
don't want to accidentally give it a bunch of other IVs, so I've had to remove the XP chip. I gave it HP back. So.
Yeah, I just checked my Pokemon right when you were saying that because I was going to knock them out just for purposes, but I didn't want to gain any EVs from that. So, but yeah, Kieran originally suggested go just beyond Free Isle to the earliest grass, but the problem is that there's a bunch of bikers in the way, so that's actually not ideal for fighting Pokemon that give you 2 EVs. This is the easiest one near a Poke Center in order to give us more EVs. But the reason being is because you only have 4 to 6 uses of Sweet Scent, providing if you have a PP Max on the move or not, in order to hunt, and then you got to go recharge those P points in order to do it again. Next up is going back to Fuchsia, and we're going to go east into Route 15 to fight some Nidorinos. Now you might be thinking, Nidorino, ground up, right? No, it doesn't get ground up until it evolves, so you can discharge them. If not, you have Swift.
Yep.
It works just the same.
I'm on my way. Hello.
I'm on my way. There we are, Nidorinos. Squad up. And
Obviously, the
we'll just
higher
Swift.
you're...
Because they're level 20s.
And just discharge. You get the stab for it, so it does more damage.
Yeah, no. Critical hit, never mind.
Yeah.
You can see that experience bar flickering. So that would give you your 2 attack EVs, I think, each kill. So that's 10 right there.
Yep.
Which is pretty nifty.
Yeah, Nidorino's plus 2 attack.
Next up will be...
Then we're on to defense, which kind of also coincides with special attack, as they're both in the same place. So we're off to 2 Isles.
I haven't actually been there yet, so I will have to take the ferry, but we're not doing anything in that town. I'm just going to walk right by it. So first of all, I'm going to heal here at one island, because that's where I have to fly to.
Yep, I'll meet you outside the 2 Island Poke Center. So
Since this is a bonus episode, I don't want to be talking to anybody in the town.
The Pokemon Center isn't going to kill you.
Nah, it's going to heal me.
Exactly. Alright, I'm out.
But I'll add it to my fly list.
That's fine.
I know. So just run by everybody. In fact, this is the place where this building right here, I believe, is the daycare that you have. You can put 2 Pokemon in for the breeding in in Kanto.
No. Not on PokéMMO.
Oh, so you can do it. I always question this because I'm so used to Fire Red.
4 or 5 Island, I think, because it's post. For breeding in Kanto is post.
Oh yeah, of course it is, because you're not allowed to get the eggs of Johto Pokemon.
Alright, so we're going... First, we've got the defense swarms, which are up here.
Oh.
In this grass. You smack it with a Sweet Scent. And you get Slowbros.
So many Slowbros. These give you hefty amounts of experience as well.
Yeah, because they're level 14. No, this is defense. Yep. So Slowbro gives 2 defense EVs each. So you get 10 per horde. That's, obviously defensive Pokemon. And then if you want special attack, you surf here.
You fight Golducks for 2.
You surf here.
Each.
And you slap a bunch of Golducks for that. And it's pretty much the same. This is where you want to train your Pikachu's special attack. This is the Horde. This is where you will, live.
You will live. I will admit, if for whatever reason you can't handle a bunch of level 35s, you can go to Fuchsia, into that water, do the same thing, but you'll be fighting Psyducks instead of Golducks, and they'll be slightly lower level as well.
Yes.
But they'll only give you half the amount of EVs.
So I'm just going to quickly restock on my Sweet Scents and stuff.
Oh, special defense. That's just Tentacle and Tentacruel, isn't it?
Yep.
Yep, so that is, well, the easiest spot for those hordes is just literally where you would normally fight Missing No in Gen 1. On the coast over here on the east. Do a bit of a Sweet Scent here. And there we go. Oh my god, it's actually Tentacruels. I was expecting Tentacle.
Yeah, you can get both, but they both give special defense.
So it's just like massive stonks. And you're literally 5 steps away from the Poke Center or something stupid, so it's like very close.
For this kind of thing, you will want a fly Pokemon, you'll want a surf Pokemon, and if you want to optimize it a lot more, you'll also want a teleport Pokemon.
Yeah.
Because teleport lets you literally go back to Nurse Joy's face rather than having to fly to her front door.
And the last EV is speed, isn't it?
Yes, we're going. I've managed to teleport back to Isle, which is amazing. Where
need to
off?
To
To
one
what
island. This is actually a little bit out of the way, but honestly, it's still the best spot. What we need to do is surf to Treasure Beach, not Treasure Island. We're not Dr. Livesley strutting our stuff. Onto this beach, you step into the grass, you do the sweet scent, and then you get swarmed by a bunch of Egyptian cats.
You can also be swarmed by tentacles here, though. Tentacles Tangler.
Yeah, I was about to say, Tentacruel's on land?
I don't know, I've heard of worse things.
What does Lickitung... no, not Lickitung. What did I say? The Tanglers give? Is that defense?
Yeah, Tanglers also give defense, so you want to be careful.
Yeah, but which means there's a 50-50 flip, unfortunately, especially when it's a little out of the way, but it is the closest, and they do give you 2 speed EVs per kill.
There is a route that gives you 2 hordes that give you 10 speed, but it's a slightly longer trip from Pokemon Center.
So it's not as ideal. It's like a give or take sort of thing.
But it's also confirmed speed, each horde.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it's more viable if you have a PP max on your Oddish.
Or Smeagol in my case, which I'll show you now so you guys have the option. If you follow me to Celadon again. Alright, follow me. We're heading off to the cycle path.
If I can get around this Poliwrath, dude.
Yeah.
I was just doing a jig. Meow.
So you're gonna head down.
Oh god, everyone wants to fight me.
Yeah, you can head down here. And in this grass, if you sweet send, you get Raticates or Fearows. Both of which are +2 speed IVs. EVs.
I mean, I guess it's not that far if you hop onto your bike, but it is like still a little bit out of the way.
Yeah.
Plus, these are lower level as well, so...
And also, against Fearow, you'll have type advantage because you're using electric types.
Yeah, but if you've already got your Pikachu trained up for this sort of thing, you'll be able to deal with them anyway.
And also, if you fancy normally fighting in this area, you can get some pretty rare Pokemon. This is the best place, one of the best places to look for an EV.
How did Raticate live? It's level 22. Oh, wow, it took recoil anyway. It killed itself.
Yeah, they do that.
But yeah, that's basically it. I mean, fortunately, my 2 Magikarps haven't been sold yet.
But that's fine.
I like how both of yours got sold. I'm still waiting.
Oh, more of mine got sold since I've got 2 more to go and claim.
Why am I waiting?
Were yours mailed?
Oh, wow, as soon as I said that.
Is it sold?
Yep, the 3,500 one.
Poggers?
I literally had to say, didn't I?
Yeah, let's head to a Poké Center so you can check it out.
Right,
I teleported because I'm a nerd and have a utility Smeagol.
I'm going to go back to One Island for that, because that's where I last left off. I think what I'll do at the beginning of the next proper stream is I'll clear out 2 Island, since I've already been there.
Yeah, do 2 and 3, because then you can get access to...
Yeah, the ironic thing is, actually, we can access the PC here, where in Fire Red you wouldn't be able to do that on any of the islands until you've at least done this delivery side quest for Bill. You don't need to get the Ruby and Sapphire, that's literally just a trade to, well, Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. So what I want to do is in the PC, go to the global trade link, and then I can go to my listings, and then I can claim that Magikarp that has been sold. And there we are. I have now another 3,500 cash in my wallet, and that is the method. Where are you?
Yeah, I'm riding around Celadon City.
Why?
Because I used teleport. That was where I last stocked up.
Let me join you.
I'm onto One Island. I'm here.
Oh, okay, never mind. I'm cancelling. Ah.
Or not. Where did you go?
I went in the centre.
Oh, I'm outside with my Pikachu.
Oh, I've got my Pikachu in the middle of the centre.
I'll come in then. Huzzah!
Why are you giving my Pikachu a hug?
There we go. I'll give you some space.
There we are. We'll do that. But yeah, that is, thank you for Kazu for assisting in optimizing the research for this bonus episode of EV training and committing capitalism.
You're welcome. One thing to note is once you get past the Elite Four and unlock Cerulean Cave, you can also grind Golduck swarms there, which will give you a boatload more XP.
Yeah, the EVs obviously will stay the same. It's per Pokemon. Remember that you can check the Pokedex in this game. And for example, if I were just to click Golduck here, it tells you the EV yield, so it's easy for you to actually spec your Pokemon for competitive battling or just for easier training. And, well, you're going to get experience anyway, so level ups are pretty much secondary. They're going to happen. So you'll be able to power up your attacks and spec them accordingly.
Indeed.
You can check for hordes in the wild encounter table. Obviously, it's not guaranteed. There could be other hordes there. You just need, PP on the sweet scent.
We'll also put a link down in the description of a forum post for PokéMMO that lists a bunch of different training spots for every region.
Yep.
As well as a link to Petrowski's guide on price checking and whatnot, so you can more accurately sell your Magikarps and other Pokemon.
As you can see from the global trade link I'm just showing right now, if you do want to cut down your Sweet Scent PP recovery by an extra 2 hordes, because the max PP for Sweet Scent is 32, and it uses 5 per usage, PP maxes are pretty expensive. You need at least 25 grand, so get selling.
I personally think
Or
it's
grind.
a worthwhile investment. The alternative is leper berries, which if you're in Hoenn and such, you can farm them. But you can't just buy them.
Yep, and they're actually just under 900 Poké-Dollars a pop for a single leper berry, but obviously they will be consumed. Gen 1 you can't grow them, Gen 3 and beyond you can. So yeah, if you're going to do that method, that works. That gives you an extra 2 uses per berry. Because you can't buy Evers unless, again, global trade link. Everything global trade link.
You're welcome. I was just about to thank you to everyone who watches this video. Don't forget to do the usual, the like, the subscribe, and follow us on Twitch, where we stream PokéMMO and other games on a weekly basis.
Yep, that'll be on the Nerd Herd, and obviously we all stream our own sides as well. As you know from me, I edit them down their videos, that's why we're here. Because we basically spearheaded this project and we're still going on, because,
We've already got one gym in the Elite Four to go.
we're so close.
I know, I can taste it.
Tastes like Earth.
Yeah, Victory Road's gonna kick my ass.
But until we get there, we'll see you guys next time.